This is Shockoe Sessions Live, the musical home for Virginia's deep and diverse collection of performers, composers, lyricists, and producers. I'm Reese Williams, welcoming you to another upfront and close encounter of the best kind with Virginia's most original musical artists. Powered by Shockoe Records, plus an inclusive collective of loving sponsors and fans, and performed live at the legendary In Your Ear Studios in Richmond, Shockoe Bottom. This is Shockoe Sessions Live. Hello and good evening, music lovers. Thank you for tuning into Shockoe Sessions Live, powered by Shockoe Records. I'm Reese Williams, and tonight we are live from In Your Ear Studios' legendary Studio A. On tonight's show, with roots in the Mississippi Delta, Chicago, and the Piedmont of Virginia, Richmond-based guitarist and songwriter Justin Golden's origins are deeply vested in the blues. First picking up the guitar at age 19, Golden did what came naturally and let the music flow through him. With an extremely diverse musical palette, Golden aims to bring some new ideas to traditional blues forms. In addition to his work as a recording and performing artist, Golden maintains a busy teaching schedule and works with the nonprofit The Rhapsody Project to provide community enrichment through anti-racist cultural heritage programs. And we'll hear a little bit more about what he has going on as well. It's Justin Golden.
This first song is called Everybody Ought to Treat a Stranger Right. Everybody ought to treat a stranger right. Long way from home. Everybody ought to treat a stranger right. A long way from home. Careful how you treat a stranger. Don't you never turn him away. Oh, and don't you never endanger. Never drive him from your gate. Everybody ought to treat a stranger right. Long way from home. Everybody ought to treat a stranger right. A long way from home. Christ came down as a stranger. He didn't have no home. Oh, he was cradled in a manger. Oxen, they kept him warm. Everybody ought to treat a stranger right. Long way from. Everybody ought to treat a stranger right. A long way from home. Everybody ought to treat a stranger right. Long way from. Everybody ought to treat a stranger right. A long way from home. Thank you. Thank you so much. My name is Justin Golden, and it's a pleasure to be back here at Shockoe Sessions Live. And I like to yap a little bit between songs, let my hands rest. I don't play as much as I used to. But a little bit about that song and this instrument. If you haven't seen me play before, this is a gourd banjo. Let me make sure we get this in the shot here. This is an actual gourd that grew on a friend's farm. She made this banjo for me, or not for me, but she made it and sold it to me. So Dr. Gina Ross Jennings out in Orange County, Virginia, made this banjo. And it's the banjo I learned how to play on. I learned how to play any style of banjo on this banjo. And I was interested because of that first song that I played and the next one I'm about to play, which I learned that gospel tune from listening to Blind Willie Johnson. who is mostly known as a slide guitar player from Texas in the 1920s. That song was played on guitar, but it's one of the rare ones where he's not playing slide. He's just playing an open tune guitar, and it's got kind of like a little church bop to it, that's how I like to describe it. And it fits perfect with banjo, and it's well known that, like, obviously there are plenty of black banjo players going way back to the beginning, but there are not so many examples of them. So I had to imagine. I was like, why does it sound so banjo-like to me? Maybe Blind Willie was listening to a lot of banjo players, or maybe he was surely influenced by them in some way, or interacted with them in some way. It's not like he didn't know about them. So that's kind of the journey that led me to playing banjo, is kind of like reimagining some of these tunes on banjo. And then when I heard a gourd banjo, I was like, that's the sound. So that was 6 years ago or so that I put all that together, and it took me a while to learn how to play and then be confident enough to come out and play with it. So that's a little bit about it. I'll tell you a little bit more after the next song. This next one is called The Rain Done Fell on Me. And this is referring to the latter rain in the Bible, which is the spring rain that brings all the blessings. So the song's about receiving your blessings. Oh, the rain, light of rain done fell on me. Oh, the rain, light of rain done fell on me. Oh, the rain, light of rain done fell on me. Oh, the rain, light of rain done fell on me. It's for you, it's for you, it's for you and your children too. Oh, the rain, light of rain done fell on me. Oh, the rain, light of rain done fell on me. Oh, the rain, light of rain done fell on me. Thank you. So a little bit more about the gourd banjo. This is more like a traditional style of banjo. I'm talking to the people in the room here, but I feel like everyone's nodding like you already know this, but I don't know who's out there watching. And so this is a more traditional style of banjo. This is more like what it would have been like when they were first created, because banjo is a black instrument, but is a wholly American instrument. So it's like an amalgam of lots of different African type instruments. Because when enslaved people brought, when they were brought over here, they brought seeds with them, seeds for these gourds. So this grew naturally in Africa. So that is a hollowed out gourd and bone tailpiece and a goat skin head on it. This next song, okay, I don't usually write set lists, but I gave them one, so I got to make sure I stick to it. Otherwise, it's going to be wrong. So this next one, I wrote this when I first moved to Richmond. It's the first song I wrote. First song I released after coming here. I recorded this at Space Bomb back in 2016, so 10 years ago. This song is called "I Hate When She Calls." I hate when she calls. I hate when she calls. 'Cause I miss my baby. I love when she calls. I love when she calls. 'Cause I love my baby. I hate when she calls. I hate when she calls. 'Cause I miss my baby. I love when she calls. I love when she calls. 'Cause I love my baby. My baby calls, we don't get along. But she's still my baby. I hate when she calls, but why won't she call? Is she still my baby? I hate when she calls. I hate when she calls. I hate when she calls. But why won't she call? I hate when she calls. Oh, why won't she call? I hate when she calls. But man, I wish she'd call. Thank you. Halfway through that song, I remembered I actually already changed the set list, and I'm reading the old set list. See, it happens that quick.
Keeping us on our toes.
So yeah, I wrote that song over 10 years ago now. That's crazy to think that I've been playing music that long, living in Richmond that long. Time is flying by. This next one I just released. This one's a traditional song called Buck Dancer's Choice. Buck dancing is it's a style of dancing. It's sort of like flat footing or clogging, a little different, but it's big in it historically, traditionally was big in the black community. There's a woman, an old blues woman named Aljamae Hinton, who was a North Carolina person, I believe, but also DC related, lived in DC a long time. And there's videos of her playing like with her guitar backwards on her head and like buck dancing at the same time. It's really cool. So Aljamae Hinton. So this one's called Buck Dancer's Choice. I learned this version. This is kind of a version between myself, so my own flair, Taj Mahal's version, and then John Fahey also did a really cool version. Right now, it's probably like 10% Fahey and like 50% Taj, and the rest me. But I vary it up all the time. So today, that's what you're gonna get. Thank you. So listen back to that. Imagine there's like some sort of like pitter patter underneath it, and you'll get buck dancing. Or if you're out there online watching, or watching this later, and you're a flat footer, post a video of you playing flat foot in that song. I would love that. This next tune is off my first album, my first full-length album. In 2019, I got, in my mind, I wanted to put a full length together, and I wanted that to be my first record. So around this time, let me set the scene for you. In May of 2019, I'm on my first real tour. I've been playing music for years and years at that point, but I had quit my job, or had switched into a commission-only remote version of my job. February 2019, I made that change. May of 2019, taking that first tour after, months of setting it up. I'm driving down to Atlanta to start the tour. It was a Thursday, and around like 2 or 3 in the afternoon, I get a call from my boss, and he says, "Hey, Justin, we just met with, management. We're shutting down tomorrow." Like, whole company closed down with not even a day's notice, like hours notice. So I get that phone call. I'm driving, it really brought my mood down, obviously. And then I stop at a stoplight or something, and I check my Coinbase, my crypto portfolio. Bitcoin's popping off. And so I made a bunch of money that way. And I was like, cool, I don't even need that job, whatever. Don't rob me, that money's gone. I spent it on the record. And then I get to where I'm going, and the girl I was seeing at the time was like, "Justin, I don't think we should do this anymore." So it was just like up, down, up, down. So I wrote this song on that tour. This was the first song I truly wrote for the record. So this one's called "Can't Get Right." Well, I lost my mind working down in the mines. Lord, I swung that hammer till pockets were lined until I drank some wine. Woke up the next morning, not a penny to find. Up the next morning, couldn't find a lifeline. I can't get it right. I can't get it right. But honey, I hope you know I'm trying. Honey, I hope that you know I'm trying. I saw black feet lie when I was leaving the shack. Late running to work, ran out of gas. And then I closed my eyes and I had a laugh, 'cause I ran out of luck about 20 miles back. Ran out of luck about 20 miles back. I can't get it right. I can't get it right. But honey, I hope you know I'm trying. Honey, I hope that you know I'm trying. Oh, would you look at that? Now my well's on fire. She said, lose my number, now I miss my water. So I felt inspired. I made a will of iron. Said, I'll do better, babe, just know I'm trying. I'll do better, babe, just know I'm trying. I can't get it right. I can't get it right. But honey, I hope you know I'm trying. Honey, I hope that you know I'm trying. I can't get it right. Ever since you left. But honey, I hope you know I'm doing my best. Honey, I hope you know I'm doing my best.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So that was the first song that got me, first single from the record, and the first one that got me into some major publications. NPR picked that one up, and it was on their like New Music Friday or whatever they call that. And all these big publications brought it up, and it really just kind of skyrocketed me as far as like what I was able to do tour wise, and just put me on a whole new level. So really thankful. Got to thank Richmond for pushing me all these years to put out original music. This next one is another one I wrote off that record called Lightning When She Smiles. Really quick story about that. It's the last song I wrote for the record. I was in pre-production in the fall of 2020 maybe. And so I'm in the studio doing pre-production every day with my producer, Chip Hale. And then I got home and I just sat down on the side of the bed like I am now and started playing this riff and wrote the whole song from start to finish in one go. And then we got it together in time for the studio. And the story with this song really is that my sister-in-law, my brother's wife, is always like, Justin, you always write so many sad songs. My voice is cracking a little bit. Justin, you write so many sad songs. And I'm like, they're sad to you, but they're like melancholy. They heal me, So I wrote one that I thought was overtly happy, using like lots of blues floater lines. The line "Lightning When She Smiles" comes from the song "Future Blues," Willie Brown, right? I think it's Willie Brown or Willie Dixon, Willie Brown. Anyway, so it's a pretty obscure line, and I just thought it was beautiful. I was like, why is no one ever using this one? Or no one's really used this in any famous songs that I'm aware of. And the whole line is, the woman I love now, she's about 5 feet from the ground. The one I love now, Lordy, she's lightning when she smiles, which I just think is a beautiful, beautiful line. And then the rest were floater lines and like other phrases and a little bit more that I filled in, and that's how I told the story. But I wrote it in one go, and here it is. It's my favorite one to play and to listen to on the record. So if you haven't checked out the studio version, please do. This one's called Lightning When She Smiles.
There's just something about your soul, and I just keep craving more. There's just something about your soul, and I just keep craving more. The woman that I love now, she's about 5 feet from the ground. Woman that I love now, Lord, is she lightning when she smiles? There's just something about your soul, and I just keep craving more. There's just something about your soul, and I just keep craving more. She's just my color and just my kind. I look at her and lose track of time. The woman that I love now, Lord, is she lightning when she smiles? Hey. There's just something about your soul, and I just keep craving more. There's just something about your soul, and I just keep craving more. Satan is mad 'cause I am glad. Oh, he missed that soul that he thought he had. Lord, when the creek don't rise, when I get home I'll stare in your eyes. Oh, there's just something about your soul, and I just keep craving more. There's just something about your soul, and I just keep craving more.
Thank you.
Justin, thank you so much for reminding us about the beauty of simple music. You know, we've had a lot of jazz lately. We've had a lot of, of course, what we're so proud of is the variety, but God, is it so refreshing just to hear a human instrument and one other instrument, and the sound is so full and so moving, and I can still, the imagery is amazing on its own. Thank you so much for bringing that back to us.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. It's just a pleasure to be back. Many of you know that I've been battling the big cancer the past year, and I haven't been able to tour as much. I haven't been able to tour at all, really, and not even been out playing gigs too much. Up until the past couple months, all I could really do is a pop-up show here or there. So we're now in the new phase of my schedule where I'm able to sort of predict, at least for the time being, at least a few weeks out at a time. So thank you all for being here. Thank you all for watching at home. Thank y'all so much. This next one, I don't have a long story for it all. It's just a song that I really like. I also put this on the new live album, which is called Justin Golden Live at Archie's. This is a song I learned from the playing of Mississippi John Hurt. I don't know if he ever recorded this version, but I learned it from watching him on YouTube, a video of him on, I think, the Pete Seeger show, I think it was. So this one's called You Gotta Walk That Lonesome Valley.
You got to walk that lonesome valley. You got to walk by yourself. Ain't nobody else walking for you. You got to walk that valley by yourself. She's had to walk that lonesome valley. He had to walk by himself. Ain't nobody else walking for him. He had to walk that valley by himself. Mother had to walk that lonesome valley. She had to walk it by herself. Ain't nobody else walking for her. She had to that by her.
Thank you. Thank y'all so much. I got to play that for it's either his granddaughter or his daughter. I'm trying to think of when he passed away. I guess it would have been his granddaughter, Mary Frances Hurt. But I was invited to an event at the Blues Barbershop about a year and a half ago, and she was sitting right here in front of me, and she just like had her arms crossed and just is nice and peaceful. And she didn't really say too much, but she did tell me that that was her favorite song, that she called him Daddy John, that John Hurt played. I mean, that was really nice. She said I did a beautiful version. I was like, oh my God, my heart's so warm. Let me get out of this room before I make an embarrassment of myself. This next one, I should have saved the little canter bit for this song, but I didn't think about it. This is the song I learned from the playing of Blind Lemon Jefferson, a Texas bluesman. It's called Bad Luck Blues. So in the song, you hear repeated, "Doggone your bad luck soul," which I just thought was, a thing people said back in some old-timey stuff. But apparently that's specific to a conjure woman, like a voodoo conjure woman. She was well known throughout Louisiana, Texas, in that whole region. And it was kind of a curse. Or, in this way, it's less of a curse than it is a kind of like a darn it, like a shoot. But the way that she said it is like, doggone your bad luck soul, is like a, it was just a curse to you. So this one is Bad Luck Blues.
Wanna go home, but I ain't got sufficient clothes. Doggone my bad luck soul. Wanna go home and I ain't got sufficient clothes. I mean sufficient, talking about clothes. I wanna go home and I ain't got sufficient clothes. Woman I love's about 5 feet from the ground. Doggone bad luck soul. Hey, 5 feet from the ground. 5 feet from the, not mean ground. She's a tailor-made woman and she ain't no hand-me-down. I ain't seen my sugar in 3 long weeks today. Doggone my bad luck soul. Ain't seen my sugar in 3 long weeks today. 3 long weeks to, and I mean day. And it's been so long, seem like my heart's gonna break. Gonna run across town, catch that southbound Santa Fe. Doggone my bad luck soul. Lord, that's Santa Fe. I mean Santa, speaking about feet. When you get in trouble, pretty mama, look around for me. Wanna go home, but I ain't got sufficient clothes. Doggone my bad luck soul. Wanna go home and I ain't got sufficient clothes. I mean sufficient, talking about clothes. I wanna go home and I...
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Justin, are you still able to spend time with the Rhapsody Project? What's new with them?
So yeah, I'm just now starting to get back into that. I up until the diagnosis last year, every spring semester I would do the semester with students once a week at Franklin Military Academy because they already have a guitar class there, which is really, really helpful. They also have because they're 6th to 12th grade, that's a lot of students early on. So I was doing once a week there every year for the past few years. And now my goal, because I can't physically be there all the time, I'm with my residency, I'm able to invite students to the shows. So that's step one, is getting them to come to the shows, not just invite them, but give them free tickets to the shows. So this past weekend, I had 3 students came out. I was only able to tell them 2 weeks ago about the opportunity, and 7 were interested, which was amazing to me. Getting young people to come to these events, even for free, is a challenge. But they were so interested. I mean, they had so many cool things to say. None of them had ever been to that venue before. And I'm just excited to start rolling back in with it. So yes, I'm still working with the Rhapsody Project. We're rebuilding and trying to find ways that are accessible to me to maintain. And hopefully I'll be teaching some not one-off workshops. I think that's a weird way to say it, but like maybe once a week workshops starting in the summertime. All right, I have 2 more songs for y'all. This next one, if you've been to my shows before, as many of you have, this is a sing-along. This is an old gospel blues from 1935 in Georgia, and it's called Down on Me. Just make sure you sing. So the goal with it is sing with me, not call and response. The words are down on me, down on me. Seems like everybody in the whole round world is down on me. All right?
If I could, I surely would stand on the rock where Moses stood. Seem like everybody in the whole wide world is down on me. Down on me. Down on me. Seem like everybody in the whole wide world is down on me. Again. Down on me. Down on me. Seem like everybody in the whole wide world is down on me. Ain't been to heaven, I've been told. Streets are silver and the gates are gold. Seem like everybody in the whole wide world is down on me. Down on me. Down on me. Seem like everybody in the whole wide world is down on me. Down on me. Down on me. Seem like everybody in the whole wide world is down on me. If I could, I surely would stand on the rock where Moses stood. Seem like everybody in the whole wide world is down on me. Down on me. Down on me. Seem like everybody in the whole wide world is down on me. Down on me. Down on me. Seem like everybody in the whole wide world is down on me. Jordan River, chilly and cold, chills my body but not my soul. Seem like everybody in the whole wide world is down on me. Down on me. Down on me. Seem like everybody in the whole wide world is down on me. Down on me. Down on me. Seem like everybody in the whole wide world is down on me.
Thank you.
Andrea said everybody in the control room was singing as well. The whole building was singing along.
That was good. Y'all sound good. I think you've got an A+ on this one. I don't think I've given out an A+ ever on that. So sorry if you're at another show and didn't get an A+. But these people, I think they've been training. They have a choir here. I'm gonna get you for the record on that one. All right, we've come to my last song. This one, I haven't really said much about my project with Devil's Coattails. So if you've been paying attention to my career the last few years now, I kind of out of the blue decided to make a series of records with this Richmond band, Devil's Coattails, all good friends of mine. After the first album, Hard Times and Woman, came out, I realized I was like getting kind of pigeonholed into just blues, which is fine because I love the blues, but like not all the music I play is blues. They were slapping blues on everything. They're like, oh, here's this clearly folk or country song. That's blues person Justin Golden. I was like, it's not blues though. Like it's definitely not blues. There's nothing about this song is blues. I was like, how do I change people's perception of what this music is, and also just kind of like have a fun project and beef up my repertoire at the same time. And I realized that like it's about instrumentation sometimes. So if you put a fiddle on something, it's they're not going to think it's blues automatically, even though fiddle was played in plenty of different type of blues music. So I'm adding a lot of fiddle to it, mandolin, another thing that is very, very prevalent in old school blues, like country blues, jug band music and stuff like that. But people don't associate it with blues anymore. You know, so I spent time recontextualizing it with Devil's Coattails. Those albums are called Golden Country 1 and Golden Country Volume 1, Golden Country Volume 2. Stay tuned for Volume 3 this year. So this last song that I'm playing, which is the first song on Golden Country Volume 1, so tongue-tied right now. This one is a song I learned from Frank Stokes, who is in Memphis Jug Band, if you're familiar with them. This song came out in 1928, and it's called Downtown Blues.
I don't drink whiskey, but I'm crazy about my gin. I don't drink whiskey, but I'm crazy about my gin. Is it 1928? 'Cause it must be a brand new year. In my yard, take me to your back door. It's my yard, take me to your back door. The time get rough, won't make it there no more. I'm going downtown, gonna stay around town till dark. I'm going downtown, gonna stay around town till dark. You don't like my treatments, but you craving another shot. I'm sitting right here now, look straight in your face. I'm sitting right here now, look straight in your face. You gon' do better, girl, it's time for you make haste. Now when you lay down at night, lay down early, try to take your rest. When you lay down at night, lay down early, try to take your rest. You get a call by 4 o'clock, run out the door, try to do your best. What make I know that my good gal like me so? What make I know that my good gal like me so? How could she take good time and do the work everywhere she goes?
Thank you. My name's Joseph Golden. I'll see you next time.